you're talking about he's our highest paid player, right? He's an impact guy. He's rare to be that physical, that strong, and he's offensively gifted. So when he's going, you got a much better chance of winning.
Paul, you've talked about Patrick's game kind of really rounding out over these last couple months. Is there one or two things that you can almost put a finger on to say that's what changed for him?
No, I think that he went through a really normal progression. What happens with him, I mean, there's not a lot of players like him, but when you put those numbers up, you kind of assume that the game is well-rounded, but he would have been no different than Nick Ehlers and Cal Connor and Mark when he first came into the league, all of them, that learning the NHL game and not having been exposed to it, being a European player, there's lots to learn. So that's just the consistency of just running your routes, of just doing your job. 80% of the game, nothing happens. You just do your job, they put it in, you get it out, you put it in, they get it out. And being patient in that game, that's where he's been better.
How much did his stint maybe with Blake and Mark help that overall game?
Well, I think that was the catalyst to it. It got him more minutes. So all players in your locker room are in shape. They're all great athletes, but there's a game shape that comes when you play a little bit more. You get into a better rhythm, and so he did that, and now he's up to speed. And I think anybody that we've put with Mark and Blake understand the difference then between playing against, and normally it's head-to-head like we see in this series, that you're playing against the top two defensemen and the best line the other team has. So that's a bunch of good players. They don't need you to make too many mistakes before it costs you. So they develop a whole different kind of appreciation for the game.